Hi, today I wanted to discuss lacing patterns. So obviously all shoes come in different sizes. They're usually measured by the length of the shoe. You can also get different width shoes, but even within that, our feet are still quite different. For instance, my feet are quite skinny around the ankle and midfoot, but my toes splay out a bit in the forefoot. So ideally, I want a shoe which is reasonably snug around the ankle and midfoot, but a wider toe box. A shoe like the Beacons does that, where it locks down through my midfoot and ankle and it splays out quite wide here. So I don't need to use any special lacing patterns on this shoe. However, the Rincon tends to be a more constant width the whole way down. It expands a little bit for the toe box, but for my foot, it's actually too wide through the midfoot and around the ankle and not wide enough in the toe box. Now I think the Rincons are great shoes and I still want to be able to run in them. So I get around these slight fit issues with different lacing patterns. Let me demonstrate. Now, these shoes were fitted at a specialty run store, so they fit me okay. The limitations are in the dimensions of the shoe itself. So you can see here, I get a full finger width between the end of the shoe and my big toe. Unfortunately, my second toe is a little bit longer, but I still get a finger width in there. It's tightish through this toe box, so my start of my toe here is right up against it and my other toes press up against there. That's not too bad. The biggest problem is it's quite loose through the midfoot and the ankle, and the foot can slide forward, and once I start bashing my toes on the end of the shoe, that's where the problems start. So what I want to do is maximize the space in the toe box and tighten up through the midfoot and the ankle. So the first thing I don't do is pull on the tongue, because you can see that actually shortens, reduces the space in that toe box. So I like to space that out and just leave the tongue there. So I want the tongue straight, but I do not pull it up. This first bit here, I leave loose. So there's no tension in that. The second one, I just pull a bit of tension, and then now I cinch it down, and then I continue cinching it down through the midfoot. If you've got good laces, that'll hold fairly well. Again, near the top, I'm still cinching it down, and you can see how much that's pulling it in. The last one, I'm still cinching that down. I use the runner's knot, we'll link that later in the video. This last bit here, whether you're using the runner's knot or just a straight lacing, I don't pull that too tight. It's just firm. I don't actually want to feel that pressure around my ankle. And just keeping it firm, I will then lace up. I usually do a double knot, but I'll just do a normal knot for the video. So you can see these laces here are pulled quite tight, where at the end that's quite loose. So I'm trying to maximize the space here, and I'm trying to pull quite tight through this midfoot, and the runner's knot is holding it around the ankle. Since I've done this lacing pattern, I've had no problems with these shoes. Before I learnt how to do this, I was getting blood blisters on the end of my toes, especially on long runs or runs with big long downhills. At the end of the video, I'll link to another video where I describe the runner's knot. I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. See ya.